Why have I standardized on Zoho Analytics as the reporting solution I recommend to my SME clients? Mostly because it's a one-stop solution. When you look at an analytics tool, it needs two parts. It needs the data and it needs the reporting layer. The data is what we call the data warehouse. Most competing products assume that you've already got the data stored somewhere else, whether it's in a local SQL server or in the cloud, and they provide a reporting layer. You bring your own data. That's a nuisance. It requires you to set up two different tools and pay two different subscriptions. It might encourage you to keep tied to a local SQL server as well. Analytics bundles all that up into one tool, one subscription, which is a huge time saver. It means we can start using it more quickly and it's easier to run. The second reason why I like analytics is that it's a good reporting tool. It's not the most advanced reporting tool in the universe, but it ticks two important boxes. Firstly, it lets you bring data from all kinds of different sources into the one data warehouse, which is a requirement if you want to make reporting easy and if you want to find information that bridges gaps, say, between the old system and the new system. Secondly, it's pretty easy to use, so a lot of people can get quite effective with it. It does have a little bit more power than it first appears, which is typical of the Zoho tools, so you can extend it reasonably far. It's a really good analytics tool to get started and reap the benefits of a powerful and modern reporting engine. So let's have a quick look at what we can do with Zoho Analytics. Just a very quick look because I've got more detailed videos. So I'm going to flip over to one of the sample workspaces that Zoho provides. This is based on Google Analytics. So in Analytics, we have data tables and we have reports. And let's start at dashboards. A dashboard is a collection of reports and widgets which are designed to show you a quick overview of what's going on. So we can see here the concept of a dashboard. We have various KPIs which are configured to show just one number in comparison to something else with a little visual indicator whether we're up or down. We have some charts in different formats. At the top of the dashboard we have filters. So when the filter is changed, all the widgets and charts adjust to the filter you've suggested, so that lets you quickly look at what's going on. Reports lets us look at reports specifically without having all the dashboard around it. So if you just want to focus on one particular thing, you'll use a report. Types of reports are pivot reports, which are a combination of rows and columns, like a pivot table in Excel. It's all drag and drop editing. So let's say we wanted to include gender above age. So I would do that and have a quick preview, and now I've got gender and then breaking down to age. Or I could have gender on the columns, and now I see the data separated for female visitors and male visitors. You can control totals like so, and there's various options to change the formatting. If you want to provide a filter so users can choose what sort of data they want to see, you can drag it into user filters, and if I click on view mode to preview it, now we'll see that I can select a particular age group and just focus in on that. Of course, the filters have various options. You can let the user choose more than one value, for instance. Reports also include charts. And we can see different sorts of charts we can add with multiple data presented. You can have different axes and so on. I've got some more advanced illustrations of this in the videos I've made with some information about deer queries. And finally, the data tab shows us the underlying databases. If you want to bring in more data, you can start a new table. And you can either create a table just by defining column names and entering data, or you can use one of these predefined filters to bring in data from a source. The cloud ones are interesting because that means you can upload a spreadsheet to Dropbox or Zoho Docs or Google Drive or OneDrive and tell Zoho to fetch information from that spreadsheet once every few hours and fill it into a table. That's great if you want to upload ad hoc information. Now the other more powerful option is a query table. That lets you create a table with SQL, which is a way of combining data from tables you already have, and that opens the door to pretty advanced reporting. So that's a quick overview of analytics. You can see more about it on videos that Zoho has prepared, and I've got some additional YouTube demonstrations of some of the things we can do with the particular data from the connector into Deer.